and I'm here to talk to you about how to order and grow your Lularoe inventory effectively. So, our first order is obviously our initial order, and this is a package that's pre-selected by Lularoe. There's a few different tiers, so the more expensive tiers will obviously give you more sizes, more styles, but in terms of the increments and the sizing that you're receiving, it's all about the same. So for example, the first tier, I think you get probably like 8 sizes or 8 styles. There's probably going to be, from the most popular sizes, maybe 5 of each. So for example, I know in my order I got Irma's, and I got extra small through extra large, and I got 5 of each. So what I did then, because I knew that I wanted to order a few more things right after I placed my initial inventory, because as soon as you place that inventory, you can then go into Audrey immediately, into build, and you can order more. So what I did was I went in and I ordered those outlier sizes. So like I said, I got 5 extra small through extra large, and then I went in and I ordered 5 extra small, 2X, and 3X, because I didn't want to leave any sizes out. So for me it was important to have a good size range and a good variety, so I made sure that I covered those. Same thing with, Cassie skirts or anything else. It's always great if you can kind of look at what you've been given from your initial inventory, which will be a perfect start. Don't feel like you're not starting with a great package, because you definitely are. Rest assured, Lularoe has our back on that. But if you are kind of looking for a place to start, I think that that's a great place to start, is adding in those outlier sizes. Then from there, it's great to kind of build your inventory in each style and size to about 8 to 10 pieces. So it's great to grow your inventory deep and not wide. So that means that it's more advantageous to have 8 to 10 Irmas in every style, or in every size, sorry, in every size, than to have like 3 Irmas in every size and 3 Madisons in every size, because people really like variety. People, when you go to a store, you want to be able to look through the racks, and you don't want to have black and white checkered, green and white stripes, and white polka dots. That might not fit everybody's taste. Whereas if you have 8 to 10 Irmas, and that's certain size for someone, they're more likely to find something that they like. So like I said, once you get that initial inventory, and once you add in those sizes for everybody, I would start adding more of each size for them. So then once you have all of your sizes, you just want to also keep in mind that you never want to order more than 5, ideally like 2 to 3 of a certain piece at any given time. So when I go in and I add new inventory, and I'm making a new order, even if I sell like 8 Irmas at one sale, like 8 small Irmas at one sale, I won't go back and put 8 Irmas on my order, because I know that I'm going to get duplicates if I do it that way. The way that picking works in the warehouse is they have like a huge bin, and they'll have all of the Irmas. Say they have all medium Irmas, they'll have 5 different patterns or prints or solids or whatever, so they're picking from there. So say they have 5 to 10, I don't really know what they have, but I've heard like 5 to 10. The probability of you getting a duplicate if you order 8 of something or 6 of something, or even more than 5 of something, is great. So if you can go in and order maybe 2 or 3 of a certain style and size, you're going to get more variety in your shop that way. Okay, so that's what I would suggest whenever you're going back and reordering. So if you do have like 60 pieces to reorder, it would be great if you could split those 2 orders up, maybe put a few hours in between your orders, or a few days, and then you're not going to get as many duplicates that way. So that's just kind of shopping smarter for your own group and for your own shop. When you want to bring in a new style, a few great tips are to kind of like put your feelers out in your group. Have people been asking you for a certain style? Kind of take note of what people are like looking for. And you also want to think like a retailer, and you want to think like seasonally. So bringing out, you know, the azure skirt in the winter might not be the best move. Same thing like bringing out the Sarah in the summer. Obviously, you guys know that they're probably not going to sell that much because it's warmer. So just kind of thinking that way will help you with your sales. I also like to put out a poll on my Facebook group. So right before Christmas, like in like November, I knew I was going to bring in a few more styles because my group was growing. And so I asked what they wanted to see. So I put like, you know, what would you like to see? The Nicole, the Amelia, the Perfect, and like the Lola or something like that. And people were able to vote. So then I kind of know what will be most popular if I were to bring this into my group. What are people looking for? So that will kind of help you gauge that as well. Like I said, when you then go to order those, since you're ordering fresh batch, I think it's a great idea to start in advance, maybe start a month in advance. And each time you place an order, add a few in each size of that style. So for example, I'm going to bring back the maxi skirt next month because we're getting ready for spring break, we're getting ready for summer. I do have a few maxis that I put away from the fall before winter because I'm in Chicago and they're just not as popular right now. So I decided to put them away and bring them back and like relaunch the maxi. So for the past few weeks, every time I order, I'll order like one in each size so that I'm getting, with each order, I'm getting in like a completely different print. So I won't have duplicates to show my customers. And then when you do launch those pieces, like the maxi for example, make it a big deal. Go on Facebook Live. Style it a few ways. Show them how to wear it on their, you know, on their natural waist, lower down, with a belt, tie it up, things like that, with a Sarah, with a Joy, different tops, things like that. Show them how to wear these pieces so that they'll be excited about it and they'll really want that piece. And that's something that you can also do just at any point. Like yesterday, I brought in a few new Carlys, and Carlys hadn't been selling as much for me lately, so I did a style video on Carlys, how to belt it and knot it a few ways and wear it with a Sarah and things like that. And people were like, oh my gosh, I love it. And they were like rebuying all my Carlys that have been sitting there for a few weeks because it just kind of like brings it back in their mind, and they love to see what you're wearing because you are your best advertisement. You are like the billboard for your business. So that was my next tip, is to wear the clothes. So whatever isn't selling in your group, wear it. Post a picture of it. Go live with it. Things like that. Because you are your best advertisement, and you can style that piece to look really cute so that people will be like, oh my gosh, that's cute. Where can I get that? And you have it right there in your shop for them to buy from you. So that's a great tip too. Then when ordering, just make sure that you're always replenishing. So whenever, when you're doing a pop-up, keep track of what's selling, so that then as soon as that pop-up's over, and as soon as you have the funds to replace that order right away. So I was keeping track of my pop-ups this weekend. As soon as I was done Sunday night and I got home and unpacked everything, I reordered whatever I had sold that weekend, so that within a week I'll have everything back and my shop is back and stocked up. Really try to push your limits. I know that it's really scary to order. I know that, you know, putting out all this money is kind of scary, but I promise you, the more you have, the more you'll sell. You never want to let your shop get below like maybe 300 or 400 pieces. You know, in the beginning, if you have a fantastic launch and that happens, I know that happened to me, and I got really scared because I'm like, oh my gosh, I only have like 300 pieces. I mean, I was ordering, but they hadn't come in yet. That's a good problem to have. But if you're 6 months into your business and you're just not reordering and your inventory starts to get low, don't let that happen, guys. You need to be ordering at least once a week, at least the 30-piece minimum. And, you know, the more you order, the more you get, and the more people get excited to shop with you because they like seeing fresh pieces and they like shopping fresh inventory. So like I said, the more you have, the more you'll sell. really kind of come up with a number in your head for what you would love to have your inventory at, and work hard, push for that. The great thing is that we make more retail than we're buying it for, so whenever you sell 2 medium Irmas, go buy 4 medium Irmas to replace that, and you'll grow your inventory so much faster that way. Okay, so I hope that these tips helped. If you have any questions about ordering, let me know. If you have any questions about anything with Lularoe, let me know. I'm happy to help. But have a great day. Good luck with your business and grow that inventory. Okay, thanks guys.